Hello everyone, this is passage 52 from Hyde, beginning with Munitis Castris. After the camps had been set up, Abt of Absolute there, this is Caesar obviously, he left 2 legions there, and part of the auxiliaries, and part of the reinforcements. He led back the remaining 4 into the larger camp. The next day, proximo die, time when ablative, Caesar led his own troops from the camps. So the next day, Caesar moved out his forces from. I'm sorry, I've completely lost my place. The next day, Caesar led his own troops out of each camp, and he. I've completely lost my place, sorry. The next day, Caesar led his troops out from each camp, and he, having gone forwards a little bit from the larger camp, he drew up his battle line. So, having advanced a little from the larger camp, he drew up the battle line. He gave the opportunity, rather than he made the power, he gave the opportunity to the enemies of Gerund of fighting. When he understood that they were not prodire, that they were not coming out, indirect statement there, when he understood they were not coming out, at around about midday, he led the army back into the camp. Then, finally, Ariovistus sent part of his own troops to attack the smaller camp. I think we've done this before. You can hear me being puzzled, and sort of as I'm looking at this, I think in my mind I'm there thinking we've translated this before. In fact, I'm sure that we have done this before, or at least I know that I've done it before, and I think that I've done this unseen with you all before. Ariovistus then sent part of his own troops to attack the smaller camp. It was fought keenly on each side right up until the evening. Notice there this pugnatum est. It was fought, or they fought, the impersonal verb, they fought fiercely on each side right up until the evening. And then at the setting of the sun, at sunset, Ariovistus led back his own troops, having received and aceptis, and having given many wounds into the camp. When Caesar asked from his captives on account of what reason Ariovistus did not fight in the battle, did not settle things in the battle, did not engage in the battle. What about that? When Caesar asked on account of what reason, asked why, indirect question, Ariovistus was not engaging in the battle, he was getting back this answer because amongst the Germans there was the custom that the women of that the matrons would declare. So, because amongst the Germans there was the custom that the mothers of the family, the women, would declare, according to lots or prophecy, whether the battle should be engaged in, whether or not it was of benefit whether or not it was of use to engage in battle, for battle to be engaged in. So the matrons would declare by lots and by divinations whether it was useful or not to engage in battle, and whether or not it was useful to engage in battle, and the women declared that, and that they were speaking this, that they were declaring in this way, that it was not right, or that it would not be allowed for the Germans to be victorious if they, and we've got here a conditional contrary to fact, if they had engaged in battle before the new moon. And that's the end of that one. It is a gorgeous day outside. I'm going to go for a run, and I think you all should too. Thank you very much, everybody, and have a nice day.